Hey everybody, it's me, Bryson Booker, back with my Yamaha PSR 740 keyboard for all of you people that have one. And guys, when I uploaded my last video about how to add effects on this keyboard, I got a message from a lady named Linda. And Linda, I read your comment, and God bless you for watching BBTV and watching this little kid talk about a very old but awesome keyboard. The request that Linda has was for me to do some more tutorial videos on this great keyboard. And there may be many of you that have this keyboard, and let me just tell you, the manual is kind of difficult to understand. It can be hard to understand. I understand that because I have the manual, and it still can be difficult to really wrap your head around all that this can do. So today we're going to just take it step by step by step, and we're going to talk about styles. That's going to be the topic for today. Not going to go any of this other stuff. We're just going to really, when you're looking at the keyboard in regards to styles, you're just going to be focused with this section of buttons right here, which is the start and stop button, the count and intro button. Intro buttons, the different parts of the style are parts of the song, so to speak. The sample ending of the song, and then just the real ending of the song. So we're going to focus on those buttons, as well as our LCD screen here. So to use styles on the Yamaha PSR 740, all you have to do is go to this bank of buttons right here and press style. When you press style, immediately on the LCD screen, you'll get these different beats and different styles that you can play to. So these are pretty much just drum beats, you know, that you can play along to. So for example, if you want to hear the first one, the 88 beat, all you have to do to hear that style is press play. Alright, so if I want to hear this first style, I just press play. And this is the first beat. To stop the style, just press stop. If you want a different style, so if you want a different beat, you can just scroll here. There's billions to choose from, guys. I'm not going to go through all of these. But you got some pop beats, you got some rock beats, you got some R&B beats, you got some Motown beats, you got some US ballad beats, you got some gospel beats, ballads, 80s ballads, twist, shout, blues ballads. There's a whole bunch of beats that you can choose from, or in this keyboard's terminology, a whole bunch of styles that you can choose from. And to hear each one, you can just scan through here. Easy. And if you want to stop it, just press stop. If you would like to change the speed of the style, you pretty much go here to where it says tempo. So I'm going to start this again. Now, this second screen right here is also important to the styles. Sorry guys, I forgot to say this before. But the cool thing about this is this second screen will show you the rate of the style. So there's the rate, as well as the different parts that are in the style. So you can turn off, this is actually really cool, guys. You can turn off the part of the style that you may not want. So you use these buttons right here to do that. I just press that black button right there, and it turned off that part of the song. We can turn it on. Turn off the other part. So now it's just the drums. Have both. To adjust the speed, push the tempo, and use the wheel here. To adjust the speed. Another thing that you could do, if you don't want to use the guide wheel to make a precise speed adjustment, you could also tap this to the rate that you want it to go to, which is, again, really cool. So let's do that. So as I was tapping it, the speed changed. So you don't have to use the wheel if you don't want to, but if you want to make a fine adjustment, then I would suggest using the wheel. But it'll actually pick up the speed that you're trying to achieve here. So let's do it again. Just did something crazy there to show you, but it's that simple to change the speed. Alright, so we talked about how to get to the styles, the different types of styles you could choose from, the little control area here which shows you the rate of each style, as well as the different parts that are in the style. So the next thing we're going to talk about here is the buttons right here. So the next thing is the count intro. This pretty much provides an intro for you. So it gives you a small little intro before it goes into the style. And the cool thing about this keyboard is you can press this, you can kind of preset this. So if I press count in, as soon as I press play, it's going to play that intro. And once it gets done playing the intro, the light will stop flashing and then it will go into what we just heard a minute ago. So let's try that. So here's the intro. That's kind of a little unrealistic. Let me adjust that speed a little bit. There we go. A little slow, but it actually gives us something to work with here. So let's do it again. We'll press the count intro button and it'll count you in, and then you start playing with the style. Pretty good intros. The regular intro is pretty much the same thing but without a count in, so it won't do the stick count like it did before. So let's press the regular intro. The regular intros are a little bit longer than the count ins, obviously, because they add a little something special, so you can just chime in and play whatever. So those are the intro buttons. Obviously they give you a beginning to the song so you can get ready to play with the style. The next set of buttons are your manual or auto fill buttons. So these are different parts of the track. So the cool thing that you can do with this keyboard when you're playing to a certain style and you're like, you know what, I want to switch it up. Let's say there's a different part of the song that you want to play to. There's a different part of the song where you want a different beat, or there's like a break in the song where you want kind of a quiet beat or a louder beat. You can do that on this keyboard simultaneously, automatically. And so you just press play. And right now we're on fill C, but let's go to fill A. So that's fill A. The other cool thing is, as you go from fill to fill, it'll add an automatic fill, so it'll smoothly transition into that next part of the song. Instead of just saying, here's the next part of the song, go for it. It'll give you like a little transition, and then it'll go to the next part of the style. So that's pretty cool. D, or C, I'm sorry. And then D. And when you're done playing, we have sample endings and big endings. So the sample ending is just like the count in for the intro. It's just a small ending that will just end the song. The regular ending, which is this button, will pretty much give you a big grandiose exit out of the song. So let's hear both. Here's a sample. Sample ending will allow you to add, you know, a little piano fill or a little guitar fill, whatever you want to add, whatever you're playing on the keyboard, you can add it right there with the sample ending. So I'll do it again just to show you. Now, I'm not a great keyboardist, but you know, you can add something like that right there. But the bigger endings will give you a bigger drum fill, kind of like, again, like a grandiose exit out of the song. And that's it. Obviously, this ending had more drums, it had more fills, and you can play along with it, or you can just let the drums in the song. So again, a lot of flexibility. And guys, that was just one of the styles. There are many styles to choose from that you can play along to. And they're pretty good too. They sound pretty good. Very easy to operate. So once again, for those of you who want a quick refresher of what to do, to use styles, all you do is go to this bank here, click on style, choose the style that you want to play with. You'll have to listen to them to kind of get an idea of what you want to play with. You can press play. If you want to change the rate, press tempo. To turn off each part of the style, press these black buttons here corresponding with the meters. And to have different parts of the song being played, such as the intro and the ending as well as the fills, just use these buttons in conjunction with one another. And that's it. That's how you do styles here on the Yamaha PSR 740 keyboard.